Welcome to Muses of a Medium. I'm your host, Anna Blossom Cohen, medium, intuitive coach, and speaker. I'm so excited that you're here because I have known for a very long time that the messages and healing that have been coming through in client sessions are not just meant for them, they are also meant for you. So I hope you see yourself in what you hear and that it inspires you to go deeper into your connection with your own intuition, your healing journey, and your sense of belonging in the world. I'll also be having conversations with thought leaders in the community, and I'm excited to share those too. All right, ready? Here we go. To feel healed. And it would not surprise me if you have chosen to go down a healing path in your work. But if it's not with your work, it's certainly in your social interaction. It's just always been the case. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And you hold a beautiful, feels like a very structured, large container for healing. So this tells me it's probably your work. Is that true?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And are you working one-on-one with people a lot? Okay,
Yeah.
what I'm feeling. And these feel very activated, really strong. You definitely have whatever you're doing is really, really great. And it feels like, is it um, it's not just one healing way. Does that make sense? I feel like you're layering practices or something.
Yes, it is multidimensional. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it feels, yeah, I'm just getting that. This is not just, that's one of the reasons it's you have a larger effect,
Mm.
a larger, um, it's just hard to explain what I'm seeing, but I know you know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
It just
Yep.
feels
Yep.
very, it's almost like the container, the energetic container of what you're holding for people or supporting people to see in themselves is less permeable than others because
Mm.
you have more. There's a lot of confidence woven through your education and your experiential education and your education from the structures you've learned from. It's just it's a really, and you just already came here to do healing work. It's just really like very loud in my awareness, all of this. So lots of lovely validation for you in that way. I feel a lot of creativity with your energy too, but I also feel like this steady, you feel more grounded than most people to me.
Mm.
Like you, yeah, steady, like you don't rush into things in the way that other people do. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That can be a really great thing. And it can be also frustrating sometimes for when you feel like you're ready for something, but I do feel like there's a purpose for that. This is just your way, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's actually more grounded and more centered. And when you say yes to something, it is a full yes rather than not so sure and just jumping in and then reacting to you know what I mean?
Yep.
Feels a little bit more generally the way you roll.
Mm-hmm.
Not every single time, but does that match what you
Yep.
experience? Okay, good.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so decision making can feel sometimes frustrating and take a long time. And so, just feeling like I want to encourage when it's feeling that way, and there may be some of that happening right now. Is that true?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that um really taking care of your nervous system, just going and doing something that has nothing to do with that decision and helping yourself integrate. And the more you can give yourself the spaciousness to integrate what you're feeling, the more ready you'll be sooner. And
Mm-hmm.
it means not focusing on it and just
Mm.
letting it go, letting it be in your subconscious, let your guides to help you with it and your spirit team and just keep on doing the things that fill you up. And then it
Mm.
will be much more clear more quickly for you.
Great. Great.
Good. That feels important. Any questions about any of that before we move into our next area?
No. Yeah.
Okay.
It all makes sense.
Okay. Lovely.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah, just starting to feel some mediumship coming in, I think, here. Is your mom in spirit?
She has dementia, so
Ah,
she's kind
okay.
of half and half.
That's why oftentimes people either with, well, specifically with dementia, feel very much to me like they're in spirit.
Yeah.
Okay, just because the spirit communication is just much more like that because they're not able to communicate as much
Hmm.
or be as sort of present in the way that we are. Okay, and I feel like this has been going on for a long time. Is that right?
Hmm.
Has it gotten more? I feel like it's gotten more intense more recently, like faster. Does that make
Mm.
sense? Like
Yeah.
slow
From,
build for a while, and then I feel like, oh, we went up to this level kind of quickly.
yeah.
Does that make sense? And now we've been here for a little while, and there was like maybe another level that just kind of recently feels like it just happened or something
Mm.
like that. Is that true?
Yeah. From what I know. Yeah.
Okay. My sense is that she's having a grand old time. That's
Yeah.
feel. Don't
Good.
know. Some people go more in the agitation direction, and some people are like happy-go-lucky. I'm not sure how she's presenting, but internally, I feel like she's having a great time. That's the feel. I just get this like return to fun from when she was much younger. It was feels like very serious for a long time, and
Yeah.
does that make sense?
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
feel
It
like she,
seems true.
yeah, and that she did have fun when she was younger, allowed herself to have more fun. And so there's a little bit here around you allowing fun and prioritizing joy and silly joy, something about,
Mm.
just allowing this to come into the forefront a little bit more. Because I feel like you do tend to be in the more contemplative, serious mode. Um, is that true?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's not like a choice or a decision. It just, yeah, that's how it ends up being, I guess. I haven't, I'll need to actively work at the other. Yeah.
Yeah, just, it's a little bit like exercise when you're not in the habit of doing it. And
Mm,
there's a little resistance sometimes to allowing ourselves to gift ourselves something that's actually very, very good for us, but we resist for some reason. It feels
mm,
unsafe or it feels, I don't know why. We in our culture, we don't prioritize fun
yeah.
a lot. And I just feel like there's definitely this like your mom is feeling very joyful inside and wishing that for everybody else, wanting like, why did she wait so long to have a great time? And again, she may not, it's like when I'm connecting with a non-speaking person with autism, their presentation physically may be very different than what they're experiencing on the inside. So I'm not
Mm.
sure how that is for your mom, but I really do feel that on the inside.
Oh.
Good. And do you have questions about her while we're connected?
Um, I mean, if we could do an entire session on that, but it's yeah, no, if if there's nothing else that she's wanting to bring forward, I think it's good to know that she's happy.
Yeah. I mean, again, it's sort of this focus on having like being we can go more into the relationship if you want to, if that feel it, which there definitely feels like some difficulty there in terms of her not being available to you emotionally. Is that true? And
Mhm.
you not getting your needs met over and over again and not being feeling seen. And there's just I see all of this. And within her state now, again, she's pretty self-focused because that's her of how this goes, but
Yep.
her nature. Uh,
Yep.
but there is more recognition, and there will be more when she passes, of
Yeah.
how her actions and choices and decisions and thought patterns affected you in a way that she still can't quite fully see.
Yeah. That's my
Uh,
sense.
but she will get there. It's like when we cross over, we see all of it.
Yeah.
And I do see from your end, you've done a lot of work on this relationship, on yourself, and there's still, there's still some hurt and some grief in there, which makes sense. And it's in a lot better state in your system. It's not being as viscerally experienced, reflected in your other relationships in your life as it was before. Does that make sense?
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
It's definitely there was definitely a feeling of isolation for I feel like a long time for you, or like
Mm.
not feeling connected, feeling other outside, and I definitely feel less of that now for you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And
Yes.
that's really about opening the channel to receive. And you've
Mm.
allowed yourself to do that. And that has to do with releasing those feelings of not belonging in some way. And
Hmm.
so there's this just beautiful way that you can actually help other people heal because you have been through this process you've been through in your life.
Right.
And you can see them in this beauty, in this sort of beautiful um, reflection that almost doesn't even need to be said. It's like
Mm.
just this transference of understanding and knowing and this healing balm that you bring, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay, that feels better. It's like I knew there was something more about your mom. And so it's like, do we have her ask questions? Like, how are we getting them? Um, yeah. Do you feel complete with that part? Do you feel like there's anything else lingering that feels like just check in with yourself and see if there's anything else that feels sticky or like it really wants to be acknowledged or seen or felt, said?
Um, I guess I do. I do wonder if something happened to her
Yeah,
early on.
I feel yes.
Yeah, that's my sense
I
too.
mean, and I don't think that for her sharing that, even with herself,
Right.
just even facing it
Yeah.
feels,
Yeah.
but I do feel like this was a trauma reaction, her
Yeah.
way of,
Being.
yeah, I know it
Yeah.
feels, again, I want to say self-focused because it was just so essential to feel safe that
Yeah.
those were all and a lot of like busyness and
Mhm.
and and not wanting to address difficult things or having explosive reactions sometimes.
Yeah.
I feel that with her as well, combustion.
Yeah.
And so having these release valves of not, because it's building up and it hasn't been expressed and feeling super overwhelmed and not wanting to present that way and
Hmm.
not knowing so difficult.
Hmm.
And it does feel like this has to do with her dementia.
Yes. Yeah.
And that's not always the case, but it does feel connected in this case, if that
Hmm.
makes sense.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. That's great. That's helpful. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Mm.
Now, I just am getting, is it near a birthday?
Is it near my birthday?
Near a birthday right now or anniversary?
Um,
Got my symbol for that.
Not mine. My partner's birthday is in a couple weeks, a few weeks. I have a friend whose birthday is today, a
There
cousin
we
whose
go. That's
birthday is today.
to be closer than a few weeks. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I just am feeling, I just can tell it's around you, some kind of birthday. I feel the energy.
Okay.
Fun. Is one of those people, is their mom in spirit?
Oh, well, I there are actually other birthdays that are a few days past.
Uh-huh.
My sister and my another dear friend,
Okay.
the friend's mom passed. Yes.
Yes. Okay. I just definitely feel like I've got that person's mom
Oh,
really was the push to get me to say birthday.
okay.
Um, so happy birthday to her from her. Is a woman?
No, he's
Sorry.
a he. Yeah, my friend.
Sorry,
Yeah.
there's so many people in the
Yeah, no, that's okay. I didn't specify.
um yeah, happy birthday to him
Yeah.
from his mom.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. Yeah, he's really a sweet, gentle, funny, kind person. Yeah. And she's on his team. She's right there.
I know.
So yeah, that'll be nice for a
For
lovely
him.
birthday present.
Yeah,
A
I
little
love
belated, right? Because
that. Yeah, no, it's perfect. I love it.
yeah, that's great. And is there a dog connected with you in spirit?
Yeah.
Yeah, is it a darker color dog?
Yes, she's a little terrier mix. Yeah, kind of dark
Yeah, yeah,
brown. Yeah.
yeah. She's coming through. She's doing great.
Good.
Was this a while back that she passed?
Yeah,
Feels like a few years ago or something. So
several years ago,
yeah,
maybe
yeah.
like 10 or something.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I not quite,
This is not
maybe.
a recent, right?
Yeah.
But she is around you, and I do feel like, is there another dog in your life now?
There is my partner's
Okay.
daughter has a dog. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's like there's some definitely, I'm feeling like they're showing another relationship with a dog, but not your dog.
Yeah.
Um, yes, and through that relationship, I feel like what is your dog's name who I'm connecting with?
The one who passed, her name is Sophie.
Sophie. Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like Sophie is showing how she's connecting with you through that relationship with that
Aw.
dog too. Just the feeling. There's some similar feelings there. And I do wonder, have you been thinking about getting a dog or like having some thoughts about
I I have I have toyed with the idea, and then I just a couple of nights ago had a dream where a puppy was in my home, and I was like, I should keep this. I think I'm ready for a dog now. I feel like it was also like much more symbolic, but like it was probably also just like exactly what it seemed.
right. I think
Mm.
that Sophie is also coming through to help give you that message. And this is why I wanted to ask because it's like I feel like a dog is another one's coming, but I want to just before I just suddenly drop that into a conversation, I
Uh-huh.
just want to ask a little couple questions first, but
That's
I do
funny.
feel that. And I know that you'll know the timing and it'll all unfold, but Sophie's helping facilitate making that happen with the right match for both the incoming dog and you and your circumstances in your life. And but I do definitely I feel that happening and I feel it already in place. So just follow the energy when it is showing its way, showing you the
That's
way.
sweet. Love that.
Yeah. And I'm also getting shown a little like making a little some kind of little altar or writing down some kind of welcoming
Mhm.
something just to help facilitate on your own, inviting that to happen.
Yeah. Oh, great idea. Yeah.
Start to connect with the energy of that dog and of Sophie ahead of time so that you recognize and feel it
Yeah.
and it presents itself to you. That makes
Thank you.
sense.
Yeah, that's great. I love that.
Let's take a moment now and allow everything that was resonant for you from this episode to completely integrate into your being on all levels and into everyone connected with you, all for the highest good of everyone. Just take a couple deep breaths into that intention, allowing your heart to lead and your intuition to thrive. Thank you so much for listening. If you feel drawn to working with me directly, I would love to work with you too. You can find all my one-on-one options or group support or support for organizations right on my website, blossomintuitive.com. Thanks again for listening, and I look forward to connecting with you next time.